Hi guys, this is Ravital.
I'm Lauren, and we are
in the second part of showing you how to eat a nutritional breakfast that's gonna go for kids, also for you. I am a health coach, nutritional medicine. This is Chef Lauren. We're gonna have some fun again because we're gonna have amazing ingredients of breakfast. Two different breakfasts, obviously, but both of them has a very high nutritional value. Lauren, what do we have here?
today we are going to focus on a omelet, and the toppings I chose for today are spinach and cheese. You can leave the cheese out, you can add it in, or you can add other ingredients, but that's what we're doing over here. And what are you doing, Ravital?
I'm gonna do a whole meal in a smoothie. So I have here almond milk, I have almond butter, I have blueberries, oats, banana, dates, some spinach, how do we call it?
Frozen cherries.
Frozen cherries, I forgot my English. And some cinnamon. And of course, this is just a suggestions because you can always mix it up. What I like about it, it's a full meal. It has fiber, fat, the right sugars. The dates are amazing in iron and
a great sweetener as well.
Absolutely. This is the two keys actually that you want to stick in with it in every smoothie, especially when you do for your kids, because that's what makes it so delicious. It takes over a little bit on the smoothie, but that's what kids like. And again, we talked about the importance of nutrition last time, and we're just gonna repeat it. Why are we so focused on breakfast? Because our digestive system is so clean and so ready in the morning to absorb the best nutrients, the mineral, everything from the food better than the rest of the day.
Yep. And a little tip on smoothie making, don't be afraid of frozen fruits to keep in your freezer so they don't go bad, to help the cost of all the ingredients that you're buying. We highly recommend, and we only use organic. But it's much cheaper to go to the store and buy big bags of the frozen blueberries, frozen cherries, frozen bananas, frozen whatever, and that way it's on hand all the time, and it's very cost effective, and it's there. And I know, like Ravital's youngest loves to eat frozen blueberries just out of the bowl. So
my youngest is she doesn't even like the fresh. She likes the frozen one, so I defrost it in the morning with a little bit of water. I spill it, and that's what she eats, and she loves it because it has a little bit more sweetener.
Yeah, so just a little friendly tip for making smoothies, and it's also, Ravital's going to get into making it, but it's also a really awesome way to introduce slowly into a picky kid's lifestyle, picky kid eaters. So if your kid, a lot of kids you show a bowl of spinach to, they're like, no way, not going to touch it. Same with a lot of these ingredients, but when you put it into the smoothie and they start liking it, it's a great time to introduce what they're actually having. Do not be afraid to tell your children what they are having. I think hiding healthy things from your children is not the route to go. So make sure after they have it a couple times and they start liking it, be like, what's in there? We have spinach, bananas, blueberries, and then start having them make it with you so they realize, hey, I really do like spinach. I really do like dates and cherries. It's a great segue into healthy eating for picky eaters.
I totally agree with that. And then they can make their own smoothie because it's way more fun for them to make it, and it's amazing on the go because if you need to go, you make it. I won't suggest to make it the night before because you kind of lose a little bit of the freshness and the mineral, but you learn how to make it so quick. So you just put it in, drop it, mix it, and they can drink it on the car, and it's a full meal.
Yeah, and another little tip for time saver for all of you mommies and daddies who are very busy in the morning, you're running around and you have a million things to do, you can meal prep smoothies. You can get individual containers And you can put all of these ingredients into every individual container. So every morning you could just pull out a container. Everything's all in one. You pour it into the smoothie maker with the almond milk and you're good to go. So you don't have to start pulling out all the different ingredients. You have them all individualized.
Yeah, absolutely. The only one thing I'll say, don't try to do bananas the night before. That's the only thing, that it gets black, and you don't want that.
For sure.
So let's dive in. Lauren is going to show you how to make the
omelet,
the spinach omelet. And why we're showing this one, because this meal is actually a sit down with family, and it's a slower meal when you have 20 minutes to feed your kid or feed yourself. All the food here goes for kids and adults, yeah? But it's more like of the sit down, that it's nice to have that family meal, not just on the go.
For sure. And on top of it, if you have 2-3 kids, you can make this in a bigger pan. I'm making it in a small saute pan today, but you can make it in a large one, and you can make it and cut it up into 4s. You can feed all of your kids off of one making. So you don't have to sit there and make 3 different omelets for 3 different kids. You make one, cut it up, and that you're good to go.
Perfect. Okay, let's dive in.
So, you crack the eggs. I'm just doing 2 eggs. Like I said, I'm making a small omelet. So if you're making a bigger one, then just add more eggs. You're gonna whisk it.
You can put some salt also inside.
You can put salt. My daughter loves spices, not spicy, but spices. So I add in a little spicing for her that she likes to have in there for flavoring. Salt, pepper, whatever. I put cheese, obviously all very optional. Stir it up. I'm going to use avocado spray when we put it into the saute pan. So you guys want to come on over here and I'll show you how to make it. Just go ahead. I've preheated my saute pan. You want it nice and warm for when you put your eggs in.
So there's a reason why we use avocado oil. Avocado oil and coconut oil is the one you want to use if you're using oil. I'm not a big fan of oil, I must say. I use usually my food with water, but eggs do need that, or a non-stick pan. If you have a non-stick pan, it's better. But avocado oil, it keeps its own body when it warms up, so it doesn't get oxidized. So you can use a little bit of that. That or coconut oil. Coconut oil is the 1 that I would recommend.
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and just pour it into the saute pan. And we're gonna let it sit there for about, I would say 3 minutes on each side. Once you see it bubbling a little bit, you're gonna know it's time to flip it. You flip it, let it finish cooking, take it off the heat. Come on over here.
That looks yummy.
I can show you.
Ooh. Let's see that.
Yeah, I can show you what I did. This is a spinach omelet. As you can see, it's enough for 1 or 2 children, but I plated it up. So this is a full, amazing breakfast for your child or for yourself.
Yeah.
You got the fresh berry mixture, avocado, cucumbers, and an omelet. It's a full meal. This can translate into other meals. It doesn't have to be a breakfast meal, but we're doing a breakfast segment, so there it is.
That's perfect. You can also add, if you want, a side of a toast.
Oh yeah,
always
absolutely.
With that, with the butter or gluten-free toast is whatever you guys want. There is vegan, even regular butter or vegan butter is whatever goes with you.
You can get a tortilla. You can put the omelet inside the tortilla and roll it up and cut it in half, and you have a breakfast roll.
Exactly.
Breakfast roll.
Yeah, that's like a breakfast my mom used to make me every morning.